Finally, I'm on my way to Dovre Photo to photograph the muskox. I've been looking forward to seeing this prehistoric animal for years. But Dovre National Park is huge, and even though the muskox is supposed to remain within a 340 square kilometre area, this is still a massive and unforgiving environment of high mountain ecology. And finding these animals might not be so easy. Luckily for me, I'm not going alone. I'm meeting up with some experienced photographers, some of whom have been visiting Dovre for years. Catching up with Truls, Oddbjørn and Trond in Stavanger. From there we start our 13-hour drive north to Dovre. In 1913, 2 fossil remains of muskox was found while building the railroad over Dovre Photo. It was then discovered that the muskox had previously been part of the Norwegian fauna, and it was decided to reintroduce the species to Norway. After several failed attempts, in the 1950s, a small population of muskox finally took hold, and there are now over 200 animals on Dovre.
At the beginning of the trail you can see the warnings of the muskox. They can be dangerous and they have been known to attack people, and especially if people get too close.
There have been many attacks on people by muskoxen, not because they are aggressive animals by nature, but unfortunately it's often photographers getting too close without reading the behavior of the animals. In 1964, a muskox attacked and killed a 74-year-old farmer, and the animal was later put down as it continued towards a local hamlet.
If you do ever go photograph the muskox, then be careful, stay within the guidance, and get a guide if you don't know what you're doing. Come with some experienced people and feel in really safe hands with them. So I'm here with Trond Vestby, who I'm sure you all know. He is a very sound guy, and he's like the guy who watches over us of the group. He's organized the trip, he's looking at scouting ahead, doing research and planning. Just absolutely brilliant. And then we got Truls. Truls is a great guy. He's originally from up north in Norway, a place called Kirkenes. So he has this northern dialect and a humor that always seems to come with it. Always has a quick, funny joke. Really great guy, and I do feel a little bit sorry for him because he doesn't do any video, and he's out here with 3 vloggers. And we're stopping, filming the landscape, filming ourselves walking through the landscape. So, really feel for Truls. And if you're watching that, sorry about that, but if we didn't do it, there wouldn't be any video. And then we have Oddbjørn, who's from a little island called Kalmøy. Really great guy, and he's just a born storyteller. I love hearing his stories from just funny things that's happened to him and experiences from the past. Absolutely great guy, and he's got a YouTube channel as well, so do check it out. He's doing a bit of wildlife here with the muskoxen, but he's an all-round landscape outdoor photographer. All these 3 guys are really talented photographers. So I'll put links below where you can check out their photography and YouTube channels as well.
The muskox is perfectly adapted to the Arctic climate. Its wool has been said to be one of the warmest in the world, and up to 7 to 8 times warmer than that of sheep's wool. They can dig through up to half a meter of snow to reach their food. However, A warming climate with milder and wetter winters means more snow and ice on the hills, which even the muskox struggle to get through.
Gone too high, now we have to go back down. We're trying to make it down safely. It's steep. This is defeat. We've gone too far up and away from the Muskoxen, and we have to make a decision to call it off for today or push on. Potentially have to walk back hours in the dark. I think we're gonna go back. So it's a very disappointing that we're turning back, but it is better to be safe than sorry. There's no denying that this place is big. The muskoxen are big animals, but that doesn't mean that you're just going to find them just walking out here. This area is massive, and they're difficult to find. They're really difficult to find. That really hit home today. We knew that there were animals in this direction. We were following tracks. We felt like we were going to be fine and we were going to find them, but time ran away from us, and we're on our way back now, and we haven't even seen a muskox today. It's challenging. It's tough. This thing is frozen. It's solid. Oh man, what a day.
Høgsnittet så det jo normalt alltid mye dyr, men nå det veldig lite.
Today is probably one of our toughest days. It's completely white, it's snowing, it's really windy. Luckily the wind's died down a little bit, but we're going to really struggle to actually find the animals today. Yesterday we had no animals, so we were really hoping to find them today. But we don't have much information. We know that they were here about 2 days ago. It's a big area. It's completely white. Visibility is, you can probably see about 1 kilometer now, but that's probably the best it's been this morning. It's tricky. It is really tricky. And if you look around the landscape, there are so many rocks and bushes and things like that. Small trees and shrubs. They all look about the size of a muskox from various distances. So it's going to be a challenge. I've just spotted muskox up here. So we're going to make our way up there, try and join them, and hopefully we'll get to photograph them today. This is really cool overcast day, so hopefully they're in an environment where it's quite snowy, so you can really just make a very simplistic image of just the muskox and just a pure whiteout. This is crazy, we can't even see the edge of this right in front of us. We know there's an edge here because we can see it with the rock, but you can only see it only when I bend down like that can you see that there's an actual edge there. And it's all white, it all just blends in. It can be quite dangerous. Just gonna have to try and make our way around this and somehow get enough visibility and see where we can go down safely. Whew. Good job. Ja, det ser ut som det er et overheng akkurat der. Det kunne vært det farlig.
En liten luftetur der.
Yeah.
Faktisk.
You can just see it now that we're below here. You can see that there's quite a big ledge and a drop down. And we just never saw it, except for Trond just barely saw it. Phew! Getting close. See them through the binoculars. And we just got to be careful on our approach now, so we don't spook them. So cool to see them there. They're just wind in his back. More and more snow is piling on. So we got lucky and met an experienced guide that was here already, and the animals were quite used to him, so we're a little bit closer than we normally would. We wouldn't have been that without the guide being here and assuring us that it's okay. Been here for quite some time now, and we're all just standing ready, hoping that it's going to stand up and shake off that snow. Absolutely. No, that's a good signs to look out for.
You were talking about annoying photographers.